So today we will discuss about the difference in between the FD returns or maybe RD returns and how the tax calculation it will happen when compared to the mutual funds, and why we are saying that is more beneficiary in the mutual funds. Okay, so let me share my screen. So here our understanding purpose, just I consider the 5 lakhs example only. Okay, so based on 10 lakhs this and all it can be varied. Okay, so just for 5 lakhs, if I'm taking in the either banks or maybe any financial institutions, or even the same thing applicable for the RDs also. Maybe people are thinking these kind of rules are applicable for the just FDs only, right? Generally, RDs and all people will prefer in the postal departments. Even RDs nowadays it's preferring by the banks as well, right? Maybe RDs we won't get this much returns in the initial stages, but that's the reason it's better we can take the FD only as an example. Suppose I invested 5 lakhs, maybe current rate of interest, majority of the banks are giving the 6%, right? That is only I'm taking as example. I'm taking as the general interest. I'm not taking the any compound here. Maybe if it is taking the compound, the interest can be increased a little bit here. Maybe instead of 30,000, it can go to the 31 or 32, something like that. Maybe it's just a 500 to 1,000 rupees variation only it will come. It's not more than that. Since we are taking this as the example for income tax calculation, right? So this is sufficient. Even if the amount is increased, obviously your income tax amount also it will increase here. Okay. See, generally we have the TDS limitation up to 10,000. See, what are the rate of interest you are getting in the banks, right? If it is within 10,000, right? So then they want to deduct any kind of TDS. Okay. Tax deduction at the source. But by any chance, if it is increasing, obviously they will implement the TDS. Okay. See, don't think this is as the for the just one FD only. Suppose I done multiple FDs. One is 5 lakhs, another is 2 lakhs, another is 3 lakhs. So all together they will calculate. They want to consider this thing for the one FD only, this rule, and another FD also once again the TDS part. Another FD also once again I will take up the 10,000 limitation. Okay, hope you are getting the point. Suppose if I consider the three FDs, so first FD 10,000 TDS limitation, second FD 10,000 limitation, third FD 10,000 limitation, they won't take it up like that. Overall, altogether, whether it's crossing the 10,000 or not, that interest part. Okay. See, first they will deduct the 10% reduction here. Okay. See, if you are not supposed to pay the any tax based on your incomes or whatever you are getting, maybe that is from one side or maybe multiple areas, whatever it's maybe, right? So if it is not taxable, so obviously you can file this refund in the at the time of ITR, so income tax filing time. Okay, but if you are in the tax payable mode, okay, suppose if I'm taking the employees, okay, whoever the higher income slabs or maybe business people who are getting more businesses, right? So such kind of people, if I'm taking, right, already TDS is deducted here 3,000, right? But if I'm taking the income tax part, see, suppose I am in the 30% slab, right? Already 10% it is deducted here. So rest of the 20% I need to pay when I'm filing the this particular income tax. Okay, hope you are understanding this. On top of this, you are having the education cesses and all, right? That will be generally 2 to, I think 2 to 3 percent or 4% it is there. Okay, suppose I am in the 20% slab only. So how much I need to pay? Extra is the 3,000. Okay, since already 10% is deducted here. Okay, that's the reason we are taking the 10% only. Here, already out of 30%, 10% already deducted by the bank. So that's the reason we are considering the 20% here. Okay, so this is what the tax slabs we need to pay, right? So if you are taking the 30% slab, overall you are paying the 9,000. And if I'm in the 20% slab, this is 3,000 plus there is 3,000, 6,000 I'm paying here. Okay, so this is what the taxes we are paying. Okay, the same thing if I'm taking in the mutual funds, what will happen? Okay, so just check it out. Suppose I am getting the 15% returns here. So why I am taking the 15%? So last 40 years, if I'm taking it, this is the on and average returns we are getting, at least 12% we used to get. Okay, I'm taking in the as a maximum level as the 15% here. Even that can go to the more also, right? Suppose if I'm taking the 15%, so what is the return I am getting? 75,000 here. What is the return I am getting here? 30,000 only. Okay, so this 75,000, do I need to pay the any TDS? So there is some schemes probably we need to pay, but whatever we are suggesting, there you need not to pay the any tax here. Suppose the returns is less than 1 lakh. Okay, so that's why only we are keep on saying the you need the I mean suggestion and advisory from the financial advisor, and it's a right advisor. Okay, so maybe you can utilize our services freely, what we are giving the freely. If you are thinking, if I go with the financial consultants, maybe they will charge more as you need to pay the money for that. Okay, so as of now we are providing freely, so you can try to utilize our services. Okay, so even you are paying also, they can help out you like to get the more good returns, and even income taxes wise is also how we can show them officially these under comes under the income tax exemption only. Okay, fine. So 75,000 you are getting fine. So do we need to pay the any TDS here? It's not required since our income is not crossed the, I mean our profit is not crossed the 1 lakh. So you are able to enjoy this 75,000. Okay, by any chance, okay, maybe your returns is crossed 27% returns if you are taking per 1 year. Maybe this is crossed the 1 lakh 5,000. Okay, see, you can compare here. Here I am getting the just 30,000. Here I am getting the 1 lakh 5,000. So since I have the condition first 1 lakh, there is no need to pay the any tax. Just for 5,000 only I am paying the tax. That is also 10% as per the current rules. How much you are paying? 5,000. So that is what you need to check out here. More amount I am getting, tax wise also I am paying very less, even if it is crossing the 1 lakh. If it is not crossing, you are not paying anything here. Okay, so this we are considering the scheme for the equity related. Okay, so if you are going with the debt and all, the tax calculation will be that is different. Don't mix up and get the confusion. Okay, since you people are not aware which are comes under debt fund, which are comes under tax related thing, and which are comes under equity related. So that's the reason only you need the advice from certified people like us. Okay, so when coming to the uh, last point, right? So these returns actually we need to show every year in the uh, our income tax filing for the banks, and what are the FD returns we are getting here. Okay, so mutual fund side, there is no need you need to mention all these returns whatever you are getting. Suppose if you are withdrawing, then you need to mention, otherwise it's not required. Okay, so anyway, so mutual funds are subject to the market risk that we need to take it up. Okay, so hope you are understanding the exact differences in between the FDs and the mutual funds, what are the returns we are getting over there. Okay, and considering the income tax size as well. So that's the reason only we are giving the main priority to the mutual funds compared to the FDs. Okay, so both are secure only. Those are secure only. Here also secure only. Okay, and even other videos we told. So FDs wise, so what is the drawbacks generally we are having if it is more than 5 lakhs, and by any chance any bankruptcy is happening, so how much we can get all those things. Okay, so now the decision is within your hands how to take it up. So as per the statistics in the banks, right, so we have the more than 200 crores of FD cities running, even keep on increasing also, right? So you are understanding how much interest rate you are losing, and I mean interest rate or returns you are losing, and how much income tax you are losing also, right? This is I'm talking for the general people, but if it is a senior citizen people, maybe the income tax calculation will be different. But the conclusion is the more returns what you supposed to get, you are not getting. Okay, that we need to think out. So hope it is giving the clear cut idea. Okay, so please subscribe to our channel, and do the like as well, and provide your valuable feedbacks and comments as well, and please share with your nears and dears as well, and help us our mission. Okay, hope you are aware, right? What is our mission? So we need to spread, we want to spread the importance of the mutual funds and how it is best compared to the other areas as well, other assets of investments as well. Okay, so everyone's participation is required in the mutual funds. So whatever the amount it is, that's okay. Okay, so that will be helpful for our financial growth and our financial freedom. Okay, and even for the India's growth as well. Okay, so thank you everyone. Thanks a lot.